Claressa Shields an idea like that to turn around after the weigh-in and show that? Huh? What's wrong with this woman? Huh? Antonio Tarver with a wig. What's going on? Huh? Hey, yo, several weeks ago, we had Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, Madison Square Garden, an all-woman call, the biggest woman event in boxing history. And Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor didn't need to show that. They need to, like, try to act like sex symbols to sell a fight and stuff like that. They have more respect for themselves. And I'm not saying that the ladies shouldn't show their body. If you got a body, show it. You feel me? But they ain't at least look like Alicia Baumgartner. That's what the fellas is waiting for. Even though when Amanda Serrano came out, that's what the fellas waiting for. But she ain't trying to show it out like that. You feel me? What about Sugar Neeks? At least they like Sugar Neeks. Put some clothes on. And she coming out with a fur. Detroit, Midwest, you know. It's 90 degrees out there. What the hell is Claressa Shields thinking about? And anyway, I know Claressa Shields is one of the greatest that ever laced them up, right? She's one of the greatest that ever laced them up. She's calling out the 47-year-old Layla Ali. And Layla Ali is a beautiful woman, too. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. And look, I'm not saying that Claressa Shields is, I don't play like that. I don't use those, words. The U word. I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say it like this. The way Claressa Shields, her personality, character, and body is what makes her, not her body, but it's her attitude that makes her very unattractive. All right? And I know there's going to be out there, I know there's going to be guys out here listening to the video right now, you know, trying to get some brownie points. Yo, why you saying that about Claressa Shields, yo? Yo, nah, she good, yo. Nah, she my type, yo. Why you got to be a man talking to man? Shut the F up. Shut up. This is boxing. All right? Shut up. All right? Don't be beta males out there and stuff like that. All right? She ain't my type. Because of mouth. Hey, yo, shout out to Claressa Shields. She had a freestyle. She actually tried to dish your boy Punch Drunk in a freestyle. Good freestyle. It wasn't good enough. But you know what? And she had a little tattoo. Papoose? Papoose! Papoose, she got a little tattoo. Papoose. I think that's what she wanted to show, the little part of her breast and stuff like that, to show the whole world. I got my boo. He married, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I'm a home wrecker. I don't give a damn. I know there's a lot of men out there I could pick, but I wanted to pick a married man. You know, I wanted to be a home wrecker. Anyway, Claressa Shields gonna be performing tonight, and do I believe that she's the GOAT? I mean, she got a trademark. All right, you could be the GOAT, but at the end of the day, this ain't no GOAT type of match. She is fighting Daniels. Daniels had like 2 trilogies. She had like 3 trilogies and shit like that. Look at the resume of Daniels. And no, Alani. No pun intended. No pun intended. Because at the end of the day, she just trying to get some money to fight, right? I believe that Claressa Shields has overstayed her welcome in the sport of boxing, but not in the combat world. I think that Claressa Shields could make a good mark in the MMA. I actually like Claressa Shields in the MMA. I'm not saying that I don't like her in the sport of boxing. I think that the weight class that she's in, she's not going to fight that competition. And the way that she looked, let's be real, let's be honest, Claressa Shields was not working out. Look at her in the weigh-in in her other fights. At least you can see a six-pack and stuff like that. I think the relationship kind of got her, not dedicated as much. As a matter of fact, she don't even, but let's be real, she don't even need to train that hard for the opponents that she's been facing lately. You know what I'm saying? She's weighing 175. She's a heavyweight. And I'm not gonna blame Claressa Shields not to go 30, 40 pounds, down to face the likes of Alicia Baumgartner. Those like people talking about Claressa Shields and Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano is like really 126 pounds. She's not even supposed to be fighting Katie Taylor at 140, really. Katie Taylor's a small girl. All the high-class, high-skillful, high-profile girls are really smaller. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Shadeja Green and Claressa Shields could be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? It could be a good fight. Shadeja Green did beat Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall came back. She was doing the MMA thing, and she came right back. I was actually surprised that Shadeja Green did her thing versus Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall got beaten by Claressa Shields. It probably would have been a good rematch. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to women boxing at that level, I think it's good for especially the known names to get those type of rematches. I remember back in the days in the heavyweight division, Muhammad Ali had a lot of rematches. Like, I think Muhammad Ali did for what was his name? The Canadian. Was it George Chuvalo? I think it was George Chuvalo. I think he fought like George Chuvalo like what, like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the heavyweight division back in the day, these guys used to fight all the time because there was, you know, the high profile name. They didn't get that type of money and stuff like that. So I think the Claressa Shields needs to fight maybe Crew de Jorn one more time, Shadeja Green, and Savannah Marshall. Just keep that, make money within in yourselves and stuff like that. Because these opponents that Claressa Shields is fighting, they like two years removed from, you know, just training in Platinum Fitness and stuff like that. Like, I doubt these girls truly have a professional, high profile, high class training camps. Maybe Claressa Shields looks so flabby because she don't need to train. Matter of fact, she's pulling a James Toney. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. She's highly accomplished, you know, highly skilled, one of the arguably the greatest that ever laced them up, right? Can't take that away from her, but I don't think there's nothing left, you know what I'm saying, for Claressa Shields in that type of weight class. And I'm not going to say that she should go down all the way to the 130, 40 pound. That's not fair. So at the end of the day, I don't know what else Claressa Shields has to offer women boxing, you know? Let me know what y'all think.